Still got the Valentine's nails. Wait for some people to come into this live stream because we're going to have us a little live chat and do a little bit of activism. Do a little bit of direct street outreach. Ellie is number one. Ellie is the all-time queen of mods and activism that ever existed. Let me tell you what. I have some of the very best followers the entire world could ask for. Ellie being one of them, and many, many others of you. And you know who you are. Jen Wow, Princess, MLH, DMA. The list is growing and growing and growing. Why is it growing? Why are any channels growing out here on YouTube that go out and capture cops behaving badly? Because it's so freaking rampant. That's why. Who took back some things? I take back some things I said about this chick. I had her wrong. Hey, John Doe, that's sweet. I really appreciate that, John Doe. So yeah, let's have a little chat because I'm in the car and I'm going to be, you want my location, Denver? You want my location? I'm in District 3 right now and I'm about to be in District 4 because I got to go out to District 4 and do a online complaint with a homeless individual who had all of his shit thrown in the trash this past Tuesday as Ralph and Dave, the dream team from the trash department, decided to go out there on Tuesday and throw away his shit after the sweep had been canceled because of the weather. So guess what, you idiot, Ralph, and you asshole, Dave? It's all on video. And we're now going to make our second claim with the city attorney's office for damages. So this is a process maybe some of you aren't familiar with, but I got to go out and take care of that. This past week, let's see, a cop in District 4 with a brain helped me get a 7-month-old baby out of below zero temperatures. Thank you, cop in District 4 with a brain. I really appreciate you very, very much. Next, I had to deal with a woman walking down Broadway in kind of a really bad situation who needed to be put up in a motel, had money to pay, but no credit card. So I had to take care of that. And in the meantime, the dirty gang from District 4, led by a detective by the name of Joe Sartain. I don't want you to forget that name, everybody. Detective Joe Sartain. And I believe we have his badge number. And we should be continuing to start talking about names because I don't want to be the channel that brings all of the commentary and people that hide and talk about killing cops. That's not what my channel is about. My channel is about people that are going to benefit from awareness and know that the people are going to own their servants. That's what my channel is about. So Dirty Joe Sartain, detective from District 4, went ahead and initiated a warrant for me. Yes, DMA, you were on it. Thank you very, very much, Denver Metro Audits, because 2 days before that warrant got issued, a group of us just happened to be in the District 4 lobby recording. I wonder why a warrant only got issued for me 2 days after that for something that happened 20 days prior. How did that all come to light? Okay. So yeah, I had this warrant. So I have to live, I have to work, I have to help people. You think I'm going to put a fucking warrant before all of that? Denver, you can kiss my ass. Because prior to me getting the 7-month-old baby off the street, you want to tell the whole world how we had to get an infant out of an RV? You want to go that route next and talk about why you want to put me in jail? Let's talk about that, Denver Police Department. You know what's really fucking pathetic is that I've had to figure out what cops I can use literally as chess pieces to make the right moves to save lives, because the damn fucking majority are just corrupt fucking idiots. Okay? You want me in jail? You want me in jail? Fine. I'll go to jail. I ain't got any fucking problem with going to jail. But I guarantee you, now that the Department of Public Safety and the Denver Police Department Internal Affairs, with no oversight from the Office of the Independent Monitor, by the way, we are having total flux issues with not having leadership in the Office of the Independent Monitor, which oversees our complaints with the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department. So right now it's futile to, file complaints. But I can't believe the steps I'm having to take to point out the deliberate retaliation. Oh, and let me back up to Monday, when my husband had to be in court in the mountains to continue to fight the John Shaw issue, the dirty John Shaw boy from District 4 who got his license revoked. And now this Joe Sartain gang wants to start this cycle over. Right on, fellas. Bring it on. Bring it on. Because here's what happened. They lied. Joe Sartain and gang lied when they issued the warrant. And I don't think that the Department of Public Safety and all of those people that make decisions probably figured it was a good idea to put Regan Benson back in the Denver City Jail on an interference charge. Number one, I'm not a fucking violent criminal. Number two, this city can't even get a grip on what it has in that jail, which is mostly nonviolent offenders. And you want to put me? No, Denver does not want to put me in jail. And I wrote to the Department of Public Safety and I said, nowhere in my entire criminal history am I a flight risk, have been charged with a violent crime, have ever been convicted for anything other than contempt of cop and government interference. I'm not a fugitive. I'm not a fugitive of justice. I'm right here. Give me the damn ticket. I'll take it. I'll take it with a freaking smile on my face, and I'm going to go to court, and I'm going to kick your ass again and make fucking fools of you, Denver Police Department. Okay? So keep it up. I'm super pissed about it because it's been a distraction to a deadly week out here, and they knew it. They did it to keep me off the streets. They thought they were going to issue this warrant on a Friday at 11:50 in the afternoon. They thought they were going to pick me up on Friday, have me sit in jail for the long weekend, and then possibly add new cases, more charges. See, I'm not stupid. Some of these cops still haven't quite figured out that I understand the system very, very well. Very well. I've studied it for a very long time. I'm sorry that you're mad that I said you had a shriveled dick. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not at all sorry. I'm sorry that you're such a stupid ass, bitch ass pansy that you would go out and harass the homeless in the middle of a fucking snowstorm on bogus parks regulations on some fucking sign that they hung up 5 hours prior to that. I'm sorry that you're that kind of fucking human being. That's what I'm sorry about. Every one of you fuckers that was out there on February 1st, I feel bad that I didn't double down some more on the insults, because every one of you probably went home and beat your wives, because that's the kind of fucking people you are. You don't like to hear it? Too fucking bad. You think you're going to get away with your lies? You're not. You're not. You might have rearranged a few things that I needed to get done this week, but guess what? They still got done. And they're going to continue to get done. And that's what we're going to do right now. So I think you guys probably have enough information. You can continue to talk amongst yourselves in this chat. I'm really not reading a lot of messages because they have manginas. They don't even have that. Detective Joe what? It's not sardine. What did I already say? Now I'm going to be stuck on that. And the other cop out there, remember Luigi? I was calling him Luigi from Mario Kart. Yeah, his name is Mansour. Officer Mansour. He was the number one liar that I've seen so far. There's 7 more pages of liars with Detective Joe Sartain, Sartain, signing off on all the lies. Okay. So, I still have a general warrant that needs to be served to me by the Denver Police Department. District 4. Huh. How would you guys like to do that? Because the judge just signed an order to have me served and not processed through jail. You stupid fucks. How would you like to serve me? Because I also have you in a recorded conversation telling me that I couldn't come pick up my summons and citation, that you were going to take me to the jail. You guys are so fucking stupid. You make this so easy. So easy. And the more public awareness around this, the better. Denver Police Department, District 4 are so dirty. Okay, so let's go into District 4. If for whatever reason I, get confronted by a cop and get picked up, you'll all know. But I really don't think that's going to happen. So, oh, damn it. I don't have my holder. Okay, well, you all can ride along in the front seat. How's that? And talk amongst yourselves. And any information that anyone wants to put in this chat, I totally welcome it. I'd like to know who knows more about what's going on with me than me. Please. Any other information that anybody wants to put in here, feel free. Feel free. Bob, thank you very, very much. Very, very much. And to the person that sent $200 in cash in a special cash envelope and didn't put a note in it or a return address, it was postmarked in Denver. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what continues to keep my work on the streets. And that's number one. So that's about it. I mean, it is as stupid as it sounds. Wait until this case comes to full light and you see the lies on how I interfered with an investigation. Oh, and let's just put this on the record too. If for those of you that have been following me, you remember the Kenny Berg video where Kenny Berg came out and told Jonathan, move along. And I'm like, why don't you fucking move along? I ended up filing a complaint on that cop. Of course, he didn't do anything wrong. But what was interesting in the disposition letter that I received from Megan Dodge, the commander of Internal Affairs, I think she's still the commander, who knows? She wrote in there that she wanted me charged with interference, right? And that they submitted this to the district attorney's office for charges. And they said they would do it, and that the Denver Police Department decided not to do it. This bitch has been on my shit for wanting to get me charged. Okay, you know how deep it is. They're tired of their cops going to IA through the Office of the Independent Monitor, which we don't have right now. They're itching. They are itching for an interference charge. If anybody wants to go back to that video, Ellie, if you'll publish that or if you'll put the link in here, on February 1st, where I went out and caught those cops harassing, flat, blatant freaking harassment of a homeless during a snowstorm. You go watch that video. Feel free to comment where you think that I interfered with their investigation and I was told to stop interfering. And then we'll talk about the lies that those dumb shits put in writing. Specifically, Mansour, M-A-N-S-O-U-R, Officer Mansour. Are you sour, man? Are you sour? Just following orders? Did Detective Sartain tell you to write that statement that you wrote and tell all those lies completely opposite of what you actually did and said to me out there? Were you just following orders under oath, you stupid shit? Were you? Really? Yeah. Cute, huh? Oh, hell. Sour and saltine. Sour and sardine. Mansour. Officer Mansour. And there was another, the other cop that was spitting. Yeah. We haven't seen his statement yet, but I can't wait for that one. The one that was chewing. And spitting. Yeah. Go watch that video, y'all, when you get a chance, or if you want to. Go watch those poor little manginas get all insulted and turn around and help a detective issue a warrant for me 2 weeks later, more than 2 weeks later, after we happen to be in the District 4 lobby. Yeah, whatever. All right, so we're going to go talk to Walter. And I'm going to tell Walter I'm live streaming. I don't think he'll mind, because I'm going to use my other phone, and we're going to file a claim with the city for all of the property that the city stole from him for the second time. So off we go into District 4. Onward! I need to go get my nails done. The Denver Police Department District 4 clown show, except for the one cop that helped me get a baby off the street this week. Yep, District 4. Not only did he do that, he did a couple other really fantastic things. He and District 4's caseworker that's assigned to every district in Denver's police department to help with homelessness. Some are better than others. I'll just leave it at that. But not only did Officer Anderson help with this child, Officer Anderson and Karen, the caseworker, made sure that the baby and the mom had a hotel and a crib for the baby to sleep in. So yay, District 4, yay! Give Officer Anderson the promotion that he should have already gotten, and that's Sergeant. I am now in District 4, out of District 3. We're going to talk to Walter. Sorry if it's boring, but, you know, some people just prefer me screaming and yelling at cops. Some of my donors really prefer to watch my direct street outreach and the things I'm doing, which usually aren't all that public all the time. Okay, we are here. Once again, Regan did have a warrant to go to jail, but she no longer does. If some stupid cop from District 4 happens to show up here and thinks that they're going to arrest me, it's best that I do this live stream. So thank you for tuning in. She insulted my character, Officer Mansauer. She insulted my character. Yeah. Because you fucking had it coming, you stupid shit. Because you're not a man. So your character is in question. Hey, Walter! Walter! It's still very frigid out here, by the way. We've had snow every day. We've been below zero. Right now, it's 34 degrees, so we're getting a little bit of melting. But it's supposed to stay wicked cold. Hey, Misty! Can you tell, is Walter in there? Can you ask him if he could come out here and talk to me? So we're going to talk to Walter. Because I'm also charging Walter's portable charger. Thank you. Okay, so let's you guys hang out right there with me. Can you hear me okay? Remember, Officer Sandoval needs a hearing aid. Please repeat your derogatory names, please. Yeah, if you'll remember, the short little fatso Sandoval who needs to get on a treadmill admitted that he needs to get on a treadmill, admitted that he's out of shape, but that he doesn't have to do shit as a cop, so he doesn't have any fitness standards, and he admitted that he has a hearing problem. And I told him to get a hearing aid, and he said, okay, but in the meantime, what did you say? Yeah. I mean, these guys made total fools of themselves. And now they're going to turn around and try to... Does anybody remember Officer Mansauer inviting me to take pictures with him? Go watch the video. But they think they have a case. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Unfortunately, another really sad and stupid thing, if you were watching that video, I informed them of an individual who has an active warrant for assaulting me that night. He was right there in that camp. No, they did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then issued a warrant for me. Right. Good move, Denver. Good move. You've got a man out here doing horrible things with women. Horrible. I know about it. And you want me in jail? Good one. Really fucking smart. Hey, thanks for that. Hey, K-Dot. Okay, so Walter and I are going to talk about filing this here right now. I have to help him because he doesn't have technology. Hey, Walter.
How's it going?
Good. Hey, I'm live streaming right now.
Okay.
So I just want you to know that I'm here to help you file another claim.
Okay.
And I want people to see it. We don't have to give them, there won't be any personal information. But some of the activists are most curious at pursuing another claim with the city for the second time for your shit being taken, right? So we already filed that one claim and you've gotten no response. So what I want to know this time is if you're okay with using my email address. So that, are you okay with that? I figured as much. So we're gonna go through the same online process. I goofed. I didn't have.
It's okay.
And so this has just now been charging.
Okay.
But I will give you that and then I'll charge that again if
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't have an adapter for it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I swore I would have.
My daughter gave me that. And you plug it in a circuit, at least it does charge it. It's pretty good when it charges. It takes forever. That's what she gave it to me, so it's kind of a gift.
That was nice. Your video ended up downloading fully.
That's cool.
So I've got the video.
Yeah, I got
that's a great video. So, okay, here we go.
Yeah, that short guy with the brown coat and the gray hair.
He's the same guy from last time.
Yeah, I remember last time, and they're like, "Oh, everything's fine. Do you want us to help you?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I'll take the scrap." And I'm right back. I go take the scrap. I come back and gone. Everything was gone.
Yep.
I'm like, I cannot believe it. My tools, everything, my bicycle I bought from Scott, this other bike I put together, my tools, and the parts, like the 5-gallon thing of kills for my camper, and just everything else I would have saved. I spent like hours just pick up the scrap, the metal, just to take it in. I only got like $24, but it was better than leaving it for someone to have to pick up, you know? Because it was my mess. You do that each day. They've been like three days.
It would have been one thing if they were offering to pick up trash, but that's not what they did.
Right. Because I went over that last sweep, I already picked up the trash and swept and everything. And this one, there was some trash back here, because I was working on the on this camper, you know, when I finally got that top removed. I had the black mold and everything. But that was the last thing they got. They pulled up and they went right for my tools and right for my stuff. I'm like, I didn't know it because it was in my car. It was covered, so I couldn't hear. I just could hear something. So I opened up and looked like, oh my God! I had to just, you know, get out of my car, you know, throw some boots on. It was freezing. It was 7:30 in the morning. It was
7:30 in the morning. The sweeps had been canceled for the entire week, and instead of them going back and helping the city pick up residential trash, which, by the way, Denver has 8,000 complaints in the past 3 weeks for not picking up residential trash. But they can come out here and pick up the belongings of the homeless after they canceled the sweep. That's a fact. It is a fact. They had the tractor out here. They had EHS out here. Right here, just in this one particular spot. And they started with all of Walter's stuff for the second time after I already helped Walter file one claim with the city. Isn't that interesting? And I named you, Dave, you asshole, because you were the one that threw his shit away last time without the cops having their body cams on you. Another cute little thing you're doing, Denver. You're busted.
I don't even have a tent. It was like a sweep where they're doing a homeless tent. It's not even a tent. I'm in my car. Or my camper wasn't even there that last time. I already moved it. I was in my car, and these were things they knew I was using. It was like tools and stuff I was using to fix my camper. And it wasn't even there. I was in a car.
So the date of this incident was Tuesday, February 22nd.
Yeah, like 7 in the morning, 7:30. It was pretty early. It was pretty cold. And there was like 5 of them. They went pretty
7
quick.
a.m. we'll call it. Oh yeah, your video shows it all, Walter.
They were pretty quick.
You got a great video. Good job doing that. Excellent job.
Yeah, I'm in a state of duress. Like that last week when I got back and all my stuff was gone, about dropped. I couldn't believe it. I looked at it all gone. They were just sitting there, everybody's gone. And except the last couple of things I'm picking up on my stuff in one cop. I'm like, oh my God. How can you sit there and watch someone take someone's bicycles and tools?
What is this, Jason? Yeah.
They basically stole my stuff. The cop was in there as they took my stuff. my tools and stuff. It wasn't trash. They knew it wasn't trash. I don't see how they can get away with it.
I know.
And now every time I hear a noise, I gotta look out and I freak out. I'm wondering if they're gonna take my camper. My pop-up camper. I just, someone gave me. I'm just trying to get a title for it.
Right.
I'm still trying to fix it. I'm indigent. And I'm going to court for my parents' stuff and everything else.
I know.
And I pulled my car over there so I had a generator so everybody can have heat. So if I was over here parked, I had the generator. I had to run the cord across the street. It's kind of dangerous, but so I keep it there so you don't have that, power whenever we have gas. Just not have gas for it, but it's something. So I parked over there, or I'd like to just move.
But you weren't told to move.
No one said nothing.
And it's clean.
No one said nothing to me. I was pretty frantic about trying to get it cleaned up because I was trying to get it done before the cold came.
Were there any cops here at any time?
No, not that I saw.
Okay.
I see cops too.
No police.
Yeah, you always have police. They barricade everything off.
No police were present. And no one told Walter he had to leave. Or that.
There was a police officer like a month ago.
Or
2 months ago, might have said something.
Or asked permission to throw your items away. Is that true?
Right.
No police were present, and no one told Walter he had to leave or ask him permission to throw away his personal belongings.
And food.
Well, we're going to list that out here in a second.
That's crazy. See what's inside. I tried to get most of it in the camper the day before. And David spent a lot of time just trying to get it cleaned up so it didn't look messy,
So we have Dave, Ralph, they're the supervisors. Dave and Ralph are the shot callers for whose stuff gets thrown away. We don't know any of their... It's funny, they want to know their address.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'd go to their house and take their stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
Let's look them up and go to their house and just start throwing shit away.
No, I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay, so the description: lost items. Start listing, Walter. Food?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the camper because I didn't even want to look to see what all I got put in. But it was some food. There was some antique headlights, like spotlights, for like
antique headlights.
Yeah, for a car or for like a police officer, that little kind. You go inside the car, like 3
what
of
else?
those. My tools, 2 toolboxes with my tools.
To include 2 toolboxes.
A little a wood stove that I was in the process of putting together for an old safe and some other parts that was sitting there.
A wood stove.
They left the propane tank. I thought they took it, but they just set it to the side.
Okay. What else? What kind of tools?
Sledgehammer, regular hammer, crescent wrench, sockets, just basic tools you have. I still have from losing it from the last time.
Hammer, sockets. Okay, I have sledgehammer, hammer, socket,
screwdrivers, knife sharpener, razor knife, scissors, shears, cutting shears, like 10-snip shears.
Cutting shears.
A dead blow hammer instead of like a regular hammer, a sledgehammer, a dead blow. And then I had one of Dave's sledgehammers that didn't have a handle. I was trying to fix it.
Cutting shears. What kind of other scissors? Just scissors?
Yeah, there was a pair of scissors in there. My tools, just miscellaneous tools that I've gotten my people thrown away or whatever. I don't have the money really to buy tools.
Right.
So there's been given to me.
Okay, and then you said wood stove. What else?
An engine block, aluminum engine block. It's
a what?
Aluminum engine block.
Aluminum.
Some scrap that I was getting ready to take in.
Aluminum engine block for scrap.
With your hubcaps. Antique hubcaps or scrap. I was going to scrap or sell or something.
Antique hubcaps.
The bike trailer Dave just gave me.
Bike trailer?
He just gave me too. I just put it over there. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I just got that bike trailer for, I was like, take a scrap in.
Okay.
So I don't drive, it's all drive without insurance, and then they took it.
Anything else?
Got a couple of walking, no, there's one of the walking sticks. I see him up there.
A walking stick? You had said something about you tried to recover the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, I saw a litter box. It's just
so
a container that has like
did you get it out of the trash truck?
Yeah, out of the back of the trash truck. If I would have my tools were in there, I probably would have jumped in the back of that truck and start. Yeah, which would have been stupid, but to have been a little more aggressive. I've been a little more aggressive depending on it. It's like they're pushing my button. Like
you stand your ground. You stand your ground, and then they egg you on.
Yeah, and they egg you on like that lady. That one time you don't have to say nothing to egg someone on, really. You get like Nurse Ratched on one foot of the cuckoo's nest. You just be really irritating just by just looking a certain way and being real polite, you know. But over there, they're chopping trees down in front of me. I was trying to leave.
Okay, I want to read this to you. A notice of claim must contain the following information: the name and address of the person making the claim, and the name and address of that person's attorney, if any. While not required, it is suggested that you provide a contact phone number and email address so that we can more quickly respond. So I put my information in on that. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay. A concise statement of the factual basis of the claim, including the date, time, place, and circumstances of the act, omission, or event, which is the basis of the claim. The name and address of any public employee involved, if known. Please indicate if you believe the employee was personally responsible for the damage or merely knows about the circumstances. A concise statement of the nature and extent of damages claimed to have suffered. A statement of the amount of monetary damages being requested. Copies of bills establishing costs incurred, or at least 2 estimates relating to such damages, are not required, but make it much easier to favorably evaluate a claim. So we've given a description of the injury and damage. Walter believes that who was directly responsible for throwing that stuff away? The man in the black coveralls was Ralph. Okay. Dave is the shorter, older guy, heavy set. And then the trash crew. I
think it's that one, the guy that's heavy set, short guy. I've seen him before. Yeah.
You think Dave was responsible?
Yeah, because at the last one, he's real polite, and I was picking the trash up, so they knew it, but I don't know how I come back and the stuff was gone. When he was all polite, you know, polite as it went. It was like 3 days prior each day. I made sure my stuff was clean, trying to get out of there, you know. That one last time they did that sweep.
So you think Dave instructed? How do you think he was responsible?
He was the first one I went up to. I recognized. The rest looked like they were picking up trash and stuff for the guy in the blue overalls, which I didn't know him, you know. But the other guy, so I asked for his name or a card. He said he didn't have one.
So nobody identified themselves?
No, he wouldn't give me his name or give me a card. And I asked the other guy. He wouldn't do either. So I told him how I wasn't happy about that he couldn't at least give me their name or give me a card or something. And then and they wouldn't let me go back in the garbage truck to get anything. And so I just went back, you know, across the street to go get my phone, so I can at least get a picture of them as they're leaving.
You took great pictures and video.
And then when they went across and finished up over here and went over to Brenda's, I don't think she was in the car at the time, but they picked up the trash that was on the side, you know, which is basically just debris. Me, I was just working on the camper, so I had been working on it the night before, so I had some of the stuff inside the camper out and then some tools out.
Yeah.
I was working on it, and then it got kind of waiting for that cold front to come in.
Okay, this is what I wrote. Walter believes that Dave was directly responsible for throwing his belongings away, and nobody would identify themselves, so Walter went and got his phone and made video and took pictures. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Okay.
Yelling and screaming.
So,
I guess could have called the police, I guess.
A statement summary of the amount of monetary damages being requested. If you had to place a monetary value on the replacement of those things, what would you guess that to be? So let's call
couple hundred bucks,
real value, which would be if those things had to be replaced new.
The bike trailer is expensive.
Right. So in your mind, the bike trailer, all those antique things, your tools, in real value, in real replacement value, what would you say?
Probably 500, I guess.
500?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get over anybody.
No, you're not trying to get over on anybody. You
I
never.
have my tools. I mean, at least
Replacement value. If you were to have scrapped that stuff, or
engine block. Yeah, I don't know, not much. Maybe $50 or something.
So replacement value of everything that you had there for its use and potential scrapping, you'd say $50?
I think so.
Okay. These are your. That's why I'm kind of documenting this the way I am.
That. It's good to keep track of it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't think about it till like the other one. I think of my planters were there, my bike, like my friend was going to tell me what kind of brand it was. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, my tools, my hatchet, these stupid things I needed.
And we spent just as much time making this claim. The last time they did this to him, no response from the city attorney's office. None. They say, I'll read you at the end what this says. Okay, so we got the real value at $500, replacement value $50. Supporting documents. They want us to upload pictures and video, which we're not going to do because it exceeds the file capacity. So if they want it, they're going to have to respond. So now we're going to hit submit. Okay. So this has been submitted. We see here, well, you can't really see. What it says is, thank you. Your submission has been received. Once the notice of claim has been submitted, you will receive communication from the assigned claims adjuster with a claim reference number, next steps, and contact information. Questions? Call 720-913-3274. Please be advised that city employees cannot provide legal advice or assist you in filing your claim. No, but I can. I don't have to give him legal advice, but I can assist him in filing his claim. This is the fourth one of these that I have filed, and every single one of them have gone fifth. This is the fifth time. All four previous ones have gone unresponded to. So, it's submitted, Walter.
Appreciate it.
And let me check my email to make sure that I have a copy of it. There it is. I have the email confirming everything we just entered. And so this time we're going to be a little bit more aggressive about getting a response from the city. I can promise you. Because this is happening very, very often right now.
And that was without no warning or nothing.
I know.
Early in the morning.
That was straight up theft. They showed up to throw away your shit.
Right.
Period.
Before they even picked up the trash, there was some trash back here. You know that from doing a roof repair I was doing the night before, this past couple of days. They didn't pick up that. They went for my tools.
Are these the overalls I gave you?
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh yeah, I need them.
They came in handy. Do you need any socks?
They're a miracle. No, I got socks.
You're good on socks?
Yeah, this thing definitely keeps me warm. For sure. It's definitely priceless for sure. Can't put our value on being cold or being warm anyways.
I know.
Especially when it's really cold, you got something to keep warm. It's like,
I know.
I can't believe I took my tools. See, that last time I took my hatchet, my tools, and my stuff I was working on, I could not believe it. I couldn't even stand there. I left, it was gone for a day or two. I didn't even get out of my camper. I was like, I can't take this, And then I could, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Be nice or be nice to them? And they're stealing your stuff?
Well, that's why they issued a warrant for me, because I wasn't nice to them. So,
I try to be nice.
I know you do. You're always logical, Walter, and they push your buttons. We've seen it. We've had it on video.
Every time they do like little things. It's like they try to get away with the can a little bit. And this one, they got here early. Boom, just started picking up the tools. Whatever, we don't have to pay our buy. And then picked it up and went to the next guy. And there's a bunch of guys, but up. And I asked a bunch of times. Over on that Plaid even. I remember.
I gotta get that phone out of the sun so it doesn't overheat.
They're like, what are you doing standing here? Why don't you get your stuff? That last time, that was when that Mark Rudolph and his little friend, and I was trying to ask him, I said...
Mark Rudolph and his little friend? No. That was Dave, the asshole.
No, I mean on the Plaid. This is like a while back. That one time they did that sweep. That fire evacuation. They told everybody, I don't think you got...
Oh, yeah. The river sweep?
Yeah, you couldn't get it, but they blocked it off like they did these. But it was a fire evacuation. There was no fire. And you start throwing people's stuff away. Boom.
And that's what started the lawsuit.
It was pretty bad. It was really bad. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Without warning, you start throwing stuff away. People were sitting, Jason, I'm there trying to pick out Jason standing there, mean mugging him. You guys, it's early in the morning, it's 7 in the morning. You can't just come up and start taking people's stuff, expect them to be friendly about it.
Yeah, they had me behind a fence that morning.
Yeah,
threatening to arrest me.
Yep, they barricaded Larry off.
Yep.
That morning, they do it like 4 in the morning now.
Yep. Yes, they do. They set up fences at 4 o'clock.
They make you feel like an animal. Like they want anybody to go. You can go in and out, but they put the fence up just to. It went right up over off the sidewalk on the street into the office, or building, and up to the office building. Like you couldn't, it was weird. Like you couldn't get out. Like they're a big fence, probably barricade you in or something. I don't know why. You can still go in and out. Just give you that feeling of being trapped. And like these signs that said they threaten you for trespass, but never give you a ticket. We're gonna give you a trespassing ticket. Remember, for like a long time. And then when those other police showed up, that one day I go, "What do you do? Why are you asking if you already know?" They turned around and started leaving, only because you were there, or they wouldn't have. They would have kept with their second.
Keep it up as much as you can with keeping your phone charged, Walter, because the more we get this documented, the more fighting chance we have. It's an uphill battle.
These kids to stop doing that,
Yeah, they need to stop doing that.
They're taking everybody's like with.
If they wanna legitimately work to pick up trash, we are more than willing to do that.
Oh yeah, I'll pick up trash.
Absolutely, we have had trash days. Walter has helped me bag up hundreds of bags, thousands of pounds of trash that people dump in the alley over here.
When I first met you is when me and Lance, we took out truckloads, and we actually went to a roll-off, had permission, we just dumped it somewhere. We went to a roll-off. I remember that was when I first met you. I was like, matter of fact, we took it somewhere where you had permission to dump it. And this is like nasty stuff that wasn't even ours.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, we were cleaning up people's literal dump.
Yeah,
I mean, they went and just dumped stuff. Sometimes and we cleaned it up.
That was somewhere to throw it
and
away.
They come out here and treat him like this.
The last time I swept the street and everything, me and Dan, at that one sweep, they came by and picked up. We went behind, picked up all the screws and everything. They knew me. They knew who I was.
And they
knew my car. They didn't even bother us. They said nothing. I think you did it almost intentionally.
I do think that Dave came out here and targeted you because I filed a complaint. We filed a complaint on him before. And I think he remembered you and made sure that he came out here and did it to you again.
It seems that way. It does seem that way.
I wish you would have called me.
Yeah. Well, I was distraught. I mean, I already have.
I know you were.
I was like, "Geez, Liz, man." I couldn't even believe it happened like that. I couldn't even believe it because now every time I hear a car, I have to go look out. They got the insulation over my window so I keep it warm because it's cold. But
let's talk about these no parking signs that Colorado. This is a business that aggressively organized all these businesses in here to put up their own signs. So this company hangs these no parking signs here.
Tow away.
Yeah, on their property, which whatever, that's fine. But they've got a sign back here on the corner behind me, on the street that says, no parking. So I'm glad to know that District 4 is not being stupid enough to come over here and try that, but that'll be next. A whole new crop of stupid cops coming over here trying to enforce these bogus signs like they did the night over on Tennessee during the snowstorm for those bogus signs. For some reason, the parks, I don't know who was behind all that. I don't know how they thought that was going to work, but they got busted.
They took the toilets out of it. They took out the park around here. They took the porta potty out. They put those roadblocks, those big cinder blocks under handicap parking.
Yeah, I know. I called the city on those.
That's ridiculous.
They won't come pick them up.
They took the porta potties out. And there's people that need to use them. Where do people go to the restroom around here? No, there's nowhere to go.
How about you offering you guys jobs for cleaning up trash, vouchers for groceries, or even places to stay? Thank you. None of your business, because that's what my nonprofit does. Okay? Not the city. They come out here and use force, as we all have seen and know very well. So
a lot of these people would work even if it was just work a day every once in a while or whatever, they would do it anyways. Dave and Dan always clean up. So why we always try to clean up. I know. You guys are always, you get a little cluttery, but it doesn't last long and you get reorganized. And I know you're just trying to survive and you have a right to survive. We've always said it. You got a right to survive. You don't have a right to be an asshole. Don't come out here and be an asshole to the neighbors. It's just all about being a good neighbor. But of course, last time I was out here, some business owner came out here and asked me what was going to go on with this because those guys broke into my business and stole $50,000 worth of product. I said,
I guarantee you it wasn't those guys. Those guys wouldn't stay here if they just stole $50,000 from you. So call the cops, make them do their job, turn over your video, and you'll find out that it wasn't these guys. I mean, every time I come out here, it's a fight. They know who I am. So by way of the cops and by way of some communication that I've had with some of the businesses out here, and none of them are nice. They're assholes. I'm sorry. They are. They had a warrant issued. Brenda, 73-year-old Brenda, got a warrant issued for trespassing down here in Kumar and Associates. Remember that whole damn story and how I had to get that cleared up for her? They thought it made sense to call the cops on her on a Sunday when they weren't even open and their business office was open. Their business manager was there. Yeah, they had them cite her for trespassing, even though she had moved hours prior. She parked in their parking lot under a tree to try to get some shade. 73 years old. All these preconceived notions about what homelessness is, they have no facts about what it isn't. It's very frustrating. And Walter, he's been through a lot, and we've worked on a lot of things together, and we just continue to do it. And I'm just glad you're okay, Walter.
Yeah, I made it there. I just can't, that was ridiculous, man. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it seemed the last one I took my hatchet, so I have no way to chop any wood if I was gonna, or do some scrapping metal, just to recycle garbage that gets thrown away.
Right.
Yeah, I remember this guy too, because someone had thrown some trash over by his trash can.
That's the same guy.
And it was locked. So I went and talked to him. I told him, I said, hey, it wasn't Dave, it was this guy down there. You just didn't mean
Jeremy.
to. Yeah. And I said, and he goes, oh, someone broke into my thing. I was like, I didn't see anybody. And I don't know if I was up all night or nothing.
They exacerbate it.
But that Dave Voorhees I work for down here, I worked for him for like a week when he said he's getting evicted, and he hates homeless. He would put stuff by the dumpster, but not in it. And if people took it, he calls them thieves. I worked out, he didn't even finish paying me either. And he's with these group. And then one day I was working, they took my boat trailer while I was at work. It was weird. It's like they all know each other and have these play their little games and hate homeless people. Or like that guy went on the Platte where he had that generator. I think he did it on purpose, but a brand new generator, put it out there for people to steal. And then he put this, on a respirator. He put it on every single telephone pole. Then he doubled it. And he had said he already got it back. Just the propaganda over and over again that some poor guy got his stuff taken. When he most likely it was a setup. Like they leave something out for someone to take. And then these guys are haters. And he said, Dave puts this stuff by the dumpster. And I said, market free. And they don't know what to take. He did it on purpose. There's hate. They're trying to spread their hate propaganda and hate people. It doesn't matter who they are. They'll get to know.
And they stoop as low as to bait you guys with garbage that you can scrap. I just, the mentality of that, it's the same with some of these cops. I was just talking about earlier in this stream about why they put a warrant out for me. You are an evil person. You have no moral compass. You have no soul to do shit like that to another human being. And I hate it, Walter, and I wish I could fix it. And
what's the step toward at least slowing it down a little bit? Because you've been very worried. You can't just take people's homeless stuff, blankets and tools, and their tent and their sleeping bag. You expect it just gets worse. You turn them into a criminal now. What are they gonna do? You got no money. They got nothing to keep warm, no food. They take your food and your water and your stove and your food, and then then what are you supposed to make it just worse? They could just offer you some work or something if something was bothering them. If that was what was bothering them at all. But I said just hating everybody around here. I don't have nowhere to go, and the rent's expensive.
Yeah.
I guess Misty's gonna get a place it's like $1,000 a month for a one bedroom. It's like whoa.
Oh, she's lucky. Holy hell.
That's what she gets towards it. She gets credited or for housing or something. That because places are expensive, you can't get nothing.
And then a single woman like her ends up in a complex or an area where it's dangerous.
Hopefully she'll be all right. Yeah.
And then sometimes they're safer out here on the damn street.
Sometimes.
It's sick. It's maddening. All right, I gotta go. You all right?
Yep.
All right, here's this. Will that last for a little while? Will that give you a charge or two on your phone at least?
These things last. You'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
They last a long time. Just take a while to charge them.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go get some gas for the generator.
All right.
Have some heat, and I can generate like my car battery and everything else.
All right.
Some guy gave me. That's the guy. When I worked for Dave Voorhees, I met a friend of his. That's who gave me that generator.
Oh, nice.
So actually, some good came of it from working with this guy that hates homeless people. But at least now he still wants me to go work for him too. He just never finished.
Yeah, you know why he gave you that? Because he's too dumb to know how to fix it and make it work, and you're not.
Oh, I'm pretty good at fixing stuff.
Yeah, I know you are.
It's heat for electricity for all three of us. Or we can get, That's why I parked over here so we can all use it.
Right.
Rather than have a cord go across the road.
Right.
But I'd like to get back behind the truck. Yeah, because it was chain I borrowed so I could make it look like it was locked. And
She okay?
Brenda, yeah.
Right.
She's staying in there.
Maybe I'll get you some chain. I'll go to Home Depot and get the super heavy stuff. Right?
I just that's the campers I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the generator. No one takes anything. We all keep it. But no one knew that early to pick up that stuff. But we haven't had anybody stealing stuff.
Why are you worried about the camper?
Don't take it. I don't have my plates. I don't have when they gave it to me, I didn't get a bill of sale, so I have to whatever you do, you go down and have a look at it and apply for a.
You know, if that comes down to that, Walter, you need to call me. You know that.
And they know who it is. They know I told them, yes, someone gave it to me. I got their name, but I'm indigent, so I'm just gonna have to do what I can.
Just don't be dangerous with it. Don't be.
Oh no, it's parked.
You know, I mean, as far as fire and heat and
yeah, I hear you.
Gotta be safe.
Yeah, no
I don't want another
I've had a problem with that. I've been real careful.
Yeah.
And I got a fire extinguisher. Always have a fire extinguisher.
I see that.
Yep.
You got it sitting right there.
Yep. I try to save that stuff.
I know. You're good at that.
Just in case if you get the fire, have a fire extinguisher, boy. That's just a grease fire. But I don't mess with that stuff. I don't mess with the hand sanitizer stuff or
good.
Because that's just too dangerous. We got electricity.
Oh, I will.
I'm still hanging
I'll
there.
keep you posted.
If that one lady faced you or whatever, you ever talked to because.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had to go to court, and it was like over the phone, and it turns out the lawyer had their paralegal and they're charging you double. The lawyer, and you don't even get to talk to the lawyer while you're there. It's a phone thing. You're talking to a judge. You can't see. Right. You got a lawyer. You can't even talk to the judge. And you almost want to get us for contempt for like interrupting. And how are you supposed to know if you're interrupting or not?
I know.
And what you say when you're being railroaded?
I know.
Oh.
I'll drop her a line. I'll drop her a line. Tell her to get
I appreciate that because I might just have a couple questions,
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, Walter.
God bless.
Same to you.
I'll hold the fort down.
Thank you. Keep your phone charged.
I will.
See you later.
Thank you.
So that's Walter. Hey, who put those super chat in here? Thank you very, very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. DMA, thanks. Walter's a good guy. Walter's a very, very good guy. He's a survivor. And he knows how to do it. Someone donate a heater for Walter so he can stay warm. Yeah, if somebody wants to donate a safe, warm heater, please, by all means, reach out to me. But we are very, very cautious out here about the type of heat that we use and how we use it because of fire danger, accidents. We've had fires, we've had people die, we've had explosions. It's not good. Okay, so there is a safety issue with that stuff. They have some of those little, but legally they can only have 1 gallon propane tanks out here legally. That's what the city of Denver says. You can use a 20-pound tank safely, and a lot of them do, and some of them don't. You can't store propane on the streets. That's dangerous. Too much trash there. I wonder why they didn't come pick up trash back here. Why did they just choose to pick up Walter's stuff? Interesting. Yeah, here's these other signs that Colorado Barricade puts up everywhere for all the businesses in here. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. What did I do here? Yeah, see that no parking sign? Yeah, that's Colorado Barricade. We've had many discussions about them. Why is this on my screen right now? So I gotta put my glasses on. Sorry. Yeah, hell, I don't know where they're at. Oh, they're in my head. Here they are. Do you know how many times a day I do that? A lot. Let's look at chat. Your head. Thanks, Ellie. Yeah, you son. Holy hell. That's bad, huh? That's just I'm just I'm just going 500 miles an hour. Note, did you get filled in on what's going down? Yeah, park has no jurisdiction on the street. They think that they've got some kind of special order that they can just make up anything on a directive of the director of parks. It's just not true. It's just not true. So we'll see what ends up happening with those tickets, right? Because why are all these pictures at the bottom of my screen? What in the hell did I do? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. So after I had done that video on the 1st out there, you saw the video on the 12th where they came back during the day and were giving those $100 tickets. It ended up with a handful of them got tickets, $100 tickets for unlawful use of a vehicle or something in the park. So it was bullshit. And like I had said in some of the previous streams I had done, I can't give legal advice, but I do know that the parks have no criminal authority, and that if I got one of those, it would go directly in the trash. I'm just saying. So that's what I would do with it. Yeah, temporary directive, Ghostwriter. And Ghostwriter has been so helpful in all of this because he's done most of the research about the bullshit that Parks was pulling with the signage and the ordinances and all the special directives. Ghostwriter has a case where they charged him, the Parks did, downtown. I'm sure you've talked about it, but if not, and you have questions about Ghostwriter or his case with the Parks, you should go to his channel and catch up with him on that, because it's kind of a big deal now because they're using it again with the homeless. So Jen, wow, thank you very, very much. An indoor safe propane heater, yeah, and those are good, Michael. Cops are disgusting. Yep, the whole majority of them, yes, they are. There's a couple good ones in there, here and there, that you can get, to do the right thing. I'm a very reasonable person, but my patience for stupid cops and bad things happening is like this right now. I don't have to try to negotiate with cops. Sure, when you're initially meeting or having a conversation about trying to understand, of course, there should be a mutual respect. But the second they don't have any for you, fuck them. I'm done. And this whole thing about, you could talk a little nicer and maybe get what you want. We're over that. If you think that way, you're obviously new. And you haven't been outside. And you back the blue till it happens to you. Because once you experience the corruption of cops and the devastation they can cause, it really opens up your eyes. Once you experience their violence, their unwarranted violence, it starts to really open up your eyes. Okay? If you're new here, you should know that I have a torn rotator cuff from police violence. I've been thrown through 2 double glass doors. I've been thrown into a wall by cops to serve and protect people. You know, the guys that got their feelings hurt. And I was being nice. Holy shit. I was being nice. That worked out well for me, didn't it? This freaking vulnerable bimbo, she's not going to get away with knowing what she's talking about. We need to kick her ass. Yeah. I'm over the whole chastising for how to talk to cops. You don't like the way I fucking talk to cops? Don't fucking come here. Because it's not going to change. And the cops that are doing what they're supposed to be doing, I guarantee you, they don't have a problem with me. Freedom in America is and always has been a delusion, an illusion. The bastardized police are and should not be doing social work. Thank you very, very much, Poindexter, because I was just having this conversation on the Denver Police Facebook page as they were awarding these CAP awards they do for fantastic police work. Every single one of these awards had to do with cops being social workers. I shit you not. I'm looking at this going, where's the award for capturing the frickin' ring of car thieves that we have going on? Where's the award for arresting the violent person who's exploiting women out here on the street? Where are those cops? Where are those awards? They're gone. That's not what the police are for. Payson comes out and makes a statement the other day, the chief of police of Denver, to say that we're catching car thieves, but the court system's just letting them out of jail. You're lying, Payson. You're freaking lying. You guys can't even make your way out of a fucking cardboard box to deal with why you shouldn't be out here doing the shit you're doing to the homeless. You think people believe you're doing cop work? No, it's a lie. The city of Denver made the #1 city in the nation for car theft. And the state of Colorado, growth year after year. We're the #1 state in the whole nation. We have a very serious problem out here. And they're fucking around with me because they claim I interfered because I told them they had small dicks. While there's someone right in front of them with an active warrant for assault. You tell me what's going on out here. Can somebody educate me on what I don't know? What's the secret? Are the cops under order by the president? MLH, what's messed up is the car thieves park their cars near the homeless, so the homeless get blamed. It totally shifts. Yeah, you're exactly right. It totally shifts the look, right? Because homeless people that steal cars, yes, there are some. There definitely are some. They don't stay put because they know. It's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to figure out when a homeless person appears with a stolen car and all of a sudden then they're gone. Okay, that happens out here a lot. It's not hard to figure out. These guys, they're not stealing cars. They're not breaking into businesses. They're not committing all this crime that's supposedly coming out of the homeless encampments. Yes, there is some, but it's easily identified and it can be stopped. But that would require an investigation. And when you've got detectives like Joe Sardine on the job, well, no fucking wonder we're the #1 state with the most stolen cars. Hello? Yes, no, they're trying to survive. Okay, we have long stories, Walter and I. And you cannot understand what is going on if you will not take the time. Okay? That's just the bottom line. All these blanket assumptions and accusations that it's all because of drugs and it's all because of alcohol. It's not true. It's not true. So I say the same things over and over and over. I'm just more about the action piece. I have had some wonderful success stories as one person out here as a nonprofit operating with very little financial support and very little physical support. It's not easy. It doesn't feel good. It's cold or hot. People don't have the time, don't want to make the time to invest in getting to know these people. Fine. Don't sit home and judge then. Don't expect the government to solve your social ills with force. Strange and unusual. You just got the notification. What's going on? Well, I had a warrant, but now I don't. Detective Joe, what's his name? See, I forgot. You guys got me all jumbled up now because we give them all these cute little nicknames. Joe Sartain, Detective Joe Sartain lied and submitted a warrant for me based on lies. And then a judge signed a new order to have me served with this summons and citation instead of going to jail. And they lied. And that's cool. They think they have a case. It's going to be hysterical. So, yeah, bring it on, Denver Police Department. I look forward to making a bigger shit show out of you in the courtrooms. It's not going to be hard. You've made it really super simple. Detective Joe Sartain, you fucking liar. And gang. The Joe Sartain gang. That's what we're calling this mission. Ellie, we got a name. It's the Joe. You got to help me with the ringiness of it here. It's the Joe Sartain and gang. Joe Sartain and chain gang of woman beaters. I don't know. We got to get crafty on this because there's going to be a lot of names getting dropped. A lot, because I'm done. I'm done trying to not name drop with the cops. Like I was saying earlier, I don't want to be that channel. I don't want to be that channel that brings that kind of rhetoric. But listen, you're entitled to your thoughts, okay? I am not the thought police. However, this is my platform. And there are innocent people involved in dirty cops' lives, okay? There just are. And that's what bugs me about so much of the exposure. I'm not violent. I don't associate with violent people or people that advocate for violence, because that is everything opposite of what we're doing out here. So, but listen, I'm done. These cops, you need to know their names because they're fucking dirty. And people need to know, okay? That's always been, as I do activist stuff that sometimes turns into auditor stuff, awareness is key. And I fully believe that people need to understand what their public employees are doing. And you need to know their names and you need to see their faces. So I'm gonna work harder on that to make sure that people know who these dirty cops are. A whole gaggle of them being led by Joe Sartain, a detective. Ellie, we got a badge number on that dipshit. It's something like 05. So he's been in Denver since 2005, and he's a detective. The Sartain treadmill gang. I like that. Sandoval admitted that he needed to get on the treadmill. I really like that. The Sartain treadmill gang that chew and have a hearing problem. Yeah, Sandoval really dug himself deep. I mean, he's got the treadmill issue going on. He's got the hearing aid thing going on. The other guy, he chews on duty and spits. He tried to spit on my feet, is what he was doing. And if anybody was watching that and you heard me say, "Don't you dare spit," he had already spit. I had my head turned, and when I turned back, he had just got done spitting. So that's why he was laughing at me. And another, Mansour, accused me of being a dealer. We caught that in the video. Trust me, I have some incredibly intelligent people picking that video apart second by second. So we look forward to highlighting the areas of that video where the Denver Police Department actually invited me to be part of their investigation. The Sartain homeless stormtroopers. That's got a good ring to it. The Tubby Treadmill Gang. I like that, Princess. Why do they even hire cops who choose? So classless. Yeah, look, I get it. Everybody's got their vice. But my God, you moron. Spit it out when somebody's standing there recording. Go fucking spit your chew out, you idiot. I mean, I'm sure that's a policy violation. Does it matter? No. I'm going to have to sit down and figure out how I'm going to file these formal complaints on every one of those cops from that night, because, apparently it's worthy of criminal prosecution now. So we need to go through, and I will when I find some time, I'll go through the Denver Police Department manual, and I'm going to find every single policy violation on every one of those cops that was out there that night, because that's actually activism. That's what you should be doing to hold these cops accountable. Unfortunately, in Denver right now, we don't have an office of the independent monitor that's really functioning, because that office is in flux, because they can't get anybody hired for that, because the director, Nick Mitchell, left to go to LA to reform the sheriff's department, right? I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And Denver can't even pick up residential trash right now or answer 911 calls, which, by the way, everybody, if you were following that story about 911, yeah, I got an apology from the Department of Public Safety's 911 director, who had listened to the call that I made for Sarah during the active assault, and they admitted that it had gotten reclassified, and the police were dispatched 3 hours later. And that was all because of the 911 system. Well, 75% of it was because of the 911 system. Had the call taker done her job correctly, it would have upgraded the call, and Denver might not have taken 3 hours to respond. Regardless, it was a total failure. They accepted the responsibility for that, which I thought was great. Good. Now you know what your problems are. You can move on. And they ensured that they would be taking corrective action. It's just crazy to me to be on hold with 911 to begin with, and then to have the most incompetent person on the phone that couldn't even take down a phone number. I was like, holy shit, this is bad. This is really bad. So if you come to Denver and you need emergency services, you might die. I'm be honest with you. You just might die. So, or anyone else that has thoughts on my detainment over the weekend. What are you doing, Princess? I'd love your insight on my detainment in front of my residence for walking my dog. Oh, I started to watch some of that video. I'll have to go back. They kept going back and forth on me being detained. I'd love an expert opinion. Oh, hell, I'm no expert, but yeah, I need to go watch that. The cops detained you for walking your dog? That's interesting. Yeah, Michael, spit is a hazardous material. You're exactly right. The real Cynthia, it's corrupt from the top. Yeah, it is. And then, somebody gave Joe Spartan a promotion to be a detective because he's so good at his job, right? Somebody at the top promoted that dipshit. Strange and unusual. I believe you, Regan. My dad in the 80s got beat up real bad by District 4 or DPD, and their explanation was he looked like a suspect. I believe they're hella corrupt. Yeah. They are. Bob, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. Who else did the super chats? Oh, who else? I can't go back and look. I hate that about this. Bob, thank you. And to whoever else for those super chats. Really, really appreciate that. You can't decide which district is worse, 4, 5, or 6. Well, as a whole, they're not doing so great. Okay? They're just not. But District 4, they're loaded. They are loaded. And it has everything to do with this commander that just retired, Mark Fleece. He was worthless. He was the commander that banned me from attending the Commander Advisory Board group, whatever they call it, online public meeting because my behavior was disruptive. Yeah, because they were getting called out and things were being asked. And yeah, I guess that's disruptive for a commander that doesn't have to answer to anybody, apparently. So if that's how he's running a simple online public forum, how do you think he's running the fucking place for X amount of years now? I don't know who was there before. I have to go back and look. But that shit starts at the top down. And that is the top of District 4, was that commander. And he retired, and so now they don't have a commander, or they have an acting commander. I don't know. But there is no shortage of video of District 4 making total fucking asses of themselves. None. No shortage. At least on my channel. DMA has some now. Donut Hole has some now. I know, guys, you know, keep it up. It's just going to keep growing. And the whole country is going to have Denver District 4 on their mind because of how stupid you people are. I'm just saying. Okay, Princess Mistaken Bacon, Ogden, Utah. Yeah, DMA, that's funny. Wear goggles on your head, and when they ask you why you're wearing them, pull them down over your eyes and say, in case you spit. Yeah, no shit, right? Vets Have Rights was the other Regan. Yeah, so if you have not seen that video of District 4 when we were in the lobby, challenging the no recording in the lobby, it's really fascinating. DMA, maybe you could post a link to the latest version of what you published. And Donut Hole Audits has really good coverage on it as well. I'm not an editor. You know me. I'm just raw. I'm just holding my phone, losing my freaking gimbal. I mean, I'm just raw. I just don't have time. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just not. Yeah, Jenwell, thank you for posting that. They're good videos, you guys. Denver Metro Audits, Mexican Long Hair. KDOT was with us for a short time. Donut Hole Audits. Rights with Vets. He doesn't have his YouTube channel up, though. He was kind of focused on some Facebook stuff, and I think the guys are going to help him shift over into creating his own channel. He was a very neat man, you know, a veteran who, you know, fought for this country to come home and see some things, obviously, that he went, what? I did that for this? I have a lot of respect for veterans that come out here and want to challenge what the paramilitary structure has done to America. It's sad. It really is. And now we got this war thing. I could go down a huge rabbit hole. Princess Jen, could you help me set up hyperlinks for Regan on my About page? You'll see if anyone would like to donate and donate to Regan Benson or similar outreach. Please remember District 4 are butthurt. Their ass is on fire. Please consider PayPal butthurt cream to fund some supply, to supply some Preparation H to give them some relief. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. 150 likes. Yoo-hoo! Let's do it, you guys. Thank you. Smash that like button, please. If one goes down a huge rabbit hole, one may encounter a huge rabbit. That's no shit. And then you're going to have to snap its neck to get out of the hole. And then we're going to all go home and have rabbit stew. No, that's not advocating for violence. That's advocating for survival. I know I'm behind on comments, you guys. You're way ahead of me, probably thinking and talking about something else. I'm back here just cracking up. Sleeping with my gun. Shouldn't you make them pull their masks down so you can identify them? Somebody could have pulled a Hannibal Lecter and stole someone's physical identity. How can you identify a cop in court? If you'll notice that night of that video, out in the dark in the snowstorm, I believe the only two that showed up with masks, the only two cops that showed up with masks were those sergeants. And they actually offered their cards to me. They were going to identify themselves, but I was too disgusted. I didn't even take their cards. I didn't even care. And that was a mistake. That was a mistake I made, and I should not have made that mistake. And I've been very lazy about some of that lately because I don't even want to deal with them. Just get the fuck away from me. You're too stupid. What you're doing here is obvious. Complete and total harassment in the middle of a snowstorm. Just fucking leave. Leave these people alone. It was very, very frustrating. It definitely was. But they were the only two that showed up with masks on. And no, I have no clue who they were. The other cops, we know who they were. So, yeah. And we're going to continue to get those documents. And they're screwed on this. They thought they were going to sit me in jail. I just can't believe, well, I can, how dirty they are and how unwilling they are to do their job as a whole and make it so obvious. They look so stupid. I mean, I don't know if they didn't think I was recording that. If they thought I was just holding my phone up for fun. Because Mansour, who's a sour man, every word he wrote was a lie. He claimed he gave me directive to not interfere and to stop talk, and no, it's all a lie. We're gonna publish it. It's so stupid. I couldn't even focus attention on it. I had to deal with stuff out here on the streets. That's just how fucking stupid it was. Were they gonna take me to jail if they could? Of course they were. Of course they were. But that's not gonna happen. So, well, I mean, it could, and they could kill me in the process. So let's just keep it real, right? I know that. Ironic Ryan. What's the story here? For some reason, this was in my recommendations with no context. So if you're new to my channel, I do direct street outreach with the homeless. The cops are dirty. They harass them. They came out during a snowstorm a couple weeks ago. I told them they had small dicks and other things, and they invited me to continue to be part of their investigation. And then after we recorded them in their own lobby, they issued a warrant for me 2 days later. So that's pretty much the context. If you want to know more, you can go back and watch some other videos or read the comments here. There's great ways to be educated on YouTube as well. Hence, police call you names, subject, suspect, person of interest, all separation from the people. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Dandy Dan, how are you? Officer Joe Sartain approved the lies. Thank you, the real Cynthia. So yeah, that's we're highlighting some dirty cops. And we're gonna go get a picture of Joe Spartan, Joe Sardine, and we're gonna publish it. Yeah, we are. So you know what he looks like, because he's dirty. Joe Sartain, badge number 05057. Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, MLH, it's really just Joe. Hey, Joe, you're just a fucking dumb Joe. You're no part of a military structure. You're nothing special. You're a fucking idiot. You've done nothing to serve anyone. And then we're going to start in on Mansour. Joe Sartain. Yep. Do we have you got that handy, Ellie, or did you put that in here? Joe Schmo. You're right, Lucinate. Just another stupid Joe Schmo on the street. Still looking at elusive 99%. What do you mean, Dandy Dan? I still got a warrant, but it's now in a summons, serve a summons in citation to Regan Benson kind of warrant. So hey, we have to go get that. I have to go get my summons in citation. Anybody want to go along just for fun? I mean, I wonder how we're going to get this summons in citation. Officer Mansour, badge number 17071. He's the dick that told the majority of lies that we know of so far. There's more. There's more to come. Oh, they keep saying 99% of cops are good. Right. Yes. Of course they are. They're good. They're nice. Everybody loves a nice cop. They're dishonest. They're corrupt. They'll kill you. Have no accountability for it. But they're the nicest guy at the Sunday Super Bowl party. What the fuck? Officer Mansour. Thank you, real Cynthia. Badge number 17071. I think it's Mansour, but he's a Mansour, definitely. Officer Sandoval, badge number 16039. He was the one who admitted that he needed to get on the treadmill, but he didn't want to because he didn't have to, because he has no fitness standards, because he works for the Denver Police Department. He can do whatever the fuck he wants because he doesn't have to do anything. He admitted that. He also admitted he has a hearing problem. He was pretty sweet on my husband, too. That was interesting. He pulled his hands out of his pockets after I called him a pervert for making some inappropriate comments. Officer Mansour continued to invite me into the scene and take pictures. That was fun. Sandoval was a joke. Yeah, Ghost Rider, I don't know. I mean, he wanted a date, can't get a date. I don't know. I don't really know. But what I do know is they're going to look really fucking stupid in court. Poindexter, which amendment to the Constitution creates or allows for police? You know what? That is a fantastic discussion to have, because there's not. And DMA said it best the other day, and I fully agree with him. and I've often said this myself, but I'm going to repeat the sentiments word for word, that the police have a monopoly on force in a geographical location. That's what the police are. And the people have made it that way. And we call it safety. We could go down a huge rabbit hole in philosophical discussion and ideology and what this free country would look like if we privatized the police. Look, I'm for a system. I'm not a full-blown anarchist. People have a total misconception about what real anarchy is, okay? Anarchy includes not subscribing to a system. And you start talking about being a sovereign citizen and things like that, you're put high on the watch list, okay? The only sovereign citizens to exist are the police. They can do whatever they want, okay? They have a badge, a gun, a license to do whatever they want. The tides are turning slowly on that, but it's very slow. And a lot of people's lives are being destroyed. A lot of people are being killed. It's a heavy, heavy topic in discussion. Yeah. Yeah, judges are also sovereign citizens. Yeah, Ellie, you're right. For really the same reasons. They have a license that we gave them. Shame on us. Shame on us. We need citizen oversight on every level with no financial ties. I agree. That's why I've always been so keen to talk about the Office of the Independent Monitor in Denver. While they're city employees, they're civilian employees, and Nick Mitchell really did do a very good job establishing and running this Office of the Independent Monitor. There's really nothing like it, where, citizens can use their process to complain and have oversight. The Office of the Independent Monitor can only make recommendations to the Denver Police Department on the things they do, but they're pretty powerful. And they've been pretty vocal, and I'm afraid we're going to lose that. I think Denver's going to lose that. There's some meetings to choose a new director for the Office of the Independent Monitor. I'm not going to have time to go to them, unfortunately, because that, again, is going to be another political move, and I don't want to be involved in it. I hope that the citizens and residents of Denver get lucky and they get another Nick Mitchell to oversee that office. But right now, everything is going to fall into the Department of Public Safety, and they have a new director. His name is Armando Saldante, and he is the man responsible for creating the street enforcement team to come out here and harass the homeless. He's also the man responsible for creating the early intervention team that was supposed to come out here and be early intervention. Both of those initiatives have failed badly under his creation and leadership. And now he's the director of Denver's Department of Public Safety. There's one employee in that Department of Public Safety that gives me a little bit of hope. And I hope that she sticks around for a little bit, because I know her career has been long and she's been in the spotlight a lot, and she's well beyond retirement. I know she is, and she's hanging in there for a reason. So I hope that continues, because that's the little tiny string of hope that we have here. And I'm telling you, that's it. Unless the activists get smart and pointed in their efforts out here, it's getting uglier and harder. And as you can see, the police are getting dumber by the minute, dangerously dumber. They want me in jail, the one person who's responsible for getting a 7-month-old baby into shelter, a brand new infant into shelter. Okay? They want me in jail. I wonder why. Joe? Hey, Joe Schmo, can you fill us in on why that might be? Why do you want me in jail? Somebody tell you to sign your name to an affidavit that said you were submitting the truth? Yeah, sure. Just doing my job. You cannot make an ordinance or policy that circumvents inalienable rights. Thank you very much. We have a gazillion of them at every level, and not enough attorneys to fight it, because that's what it takes. And unfortunately, people are dying first before those things happen. Armando Saldante approved homeless harassment. Thank you, the real Cynthia. Thank you very much. You nailed it. They're robots and they have no hearts. Yeah, you're right. They have no soul. They have no moral compass. Just doing my job. Thanks, Eugene Burton. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your support. Leslie, how are you? Good to see you in here. Yeah, so I've had a bad day. But I'm still getting through it. And I have some more things I have to go do. So I should probably end this stream and go about my way. But I really do miss you guys. I really do. It's been a rough week. And I needed some group support. I needed some group therapy. And I'm finally excited to be able to do this stream. And I'm going to go on with my life. And hey, District 4, you know what? Give me a phone call. Let me know when you want to give me my summons and citation. Anybody want to go with me to get it? I know you're out there. I know you are. You're never alone. You're always with yourself. I love it. I love it. Thanks, MLH. Oh, Fiscus, who's this? $20 in the super chat. Thank you very, very much. That was very, very kind. Thank you. I will hang in there. I don't do a lot for, it's not me, it's a few, but I do a lot for a few. And those that want it and want to go get it, I want to support them. I really, really do. That's what we're supposed to do with each other. When and where, Noel? Noel, to be announced. Deuces Wild, thank you. I appreciate that. River NorCal, thank you very, very much. Warrior Woman. I think I know where that's coming from. Strange and unusual. I've said it once. You're a damn trooper and a soldier with a heart. Yeah, I am. And I got no weapons, just my mouth. Pretty peaceful. Go and get it. Thank you, Leslie. I really appreciate it. A lot of you have been very kind, very helpful. I've had a lot of scrutiny in the past few months, but it's okay. I answer to myself. That's who I answer to. And if I fuck up, I have to answer to myself. So, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. Ellie, thank you very, very much. We'll be in touch with more name dropping, more pictures of dirty cops. Right? Awesome. Poindexter, exercise your rights. They like muscles. Got to keep in tip-top form. And always record the police. Bye, guys.